if you just paid with this hand. Like, you just literally put your hand up, and you're good to go. Like, that's crazy. Hi, my name is Charlie Warzel. I'm a senior writer with BuzzFeed News, and in order to see what the future of money looks like, I decided to live for a month just paying for things with my phone. And somewhere along the line, I ended up getting a microchip implanted inside my hand to see if I could be the first person in the world to pay for something out in the real world using just their hand. I basically wanted to try to download as many apps onto my phone as possible and make sure that I could use alternative currencies and try to skirt cash or credit cards in any way possible.
You're using your phone as a payment method. We call that a proximity mobile payment. And we estimate that by the end of 2016, U.S. adults will spend $27 billion using their phone at the point of sale. But you look at that in the context in card volumes, I mean, that's a pretty small drop in the bucket.
Hey there. Do you guys accept Apple Pay or any of like the card reader things for your phone? You can't buy anything here, right? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
When you're only using your phone to pay for things, you find that you're sort of pushed to two extremes. Really big chain stores or really small, niche, kind of overpriced coffee shops and places like that. A couple weeks into my experiment, I ended up going to Sweden. Sweden happens to be way far ahead of the United States when it comes to getting rid of cash. I ended up meeting with some people who are really active in the biohacking community and found that you could actually implant an RFID NFC chip in your hand.
So take a deep breath with me. Breathe.
Yeah.
Keep breathing.
How's it feel?
It's like pinchy.
It definitely hurt, like way more than I said it was going to. It looks sort of like a grain of rice or like a pill that's in my hand.
I think the idea of using a microchip implant in one's hand to be able to make a payment, I do question the mainstream application of it, but I really think there might be other ways where that might come to fruition, not necessarily through like a surgical implant, but through other kind of integrations with the body.
So once everything healed, I decided that I needed to start focusing on how to make this chip work, and I really wanted to become the first person to ever pay for a meal at a restaurant with their hand. Eventually, I stumbled across a Venmo engineer who said that he could help me with my task. What they decided is that they would put my Venmo unique user ID onto my chip, which would basically make it so that any phone would recognize my hand as a Venmo app.
You're gonna write your secret token for Venmo, and you're gonna go up there, they're gonna scan your hand, put how much we owe, that's it.
Takes a second. Here we go.
So you're good to go.
That was so sick, dude. That's it. Yes! That was insane!
We actually accomplished what we set out to do, and I kind of couldn't believe that it was ever going to happen. Like, I thought I got this thing jammed in my hand for nothing. My hand is paying for everything today.
If the wallet is here and your phone is sort of a healthy middle ground, something like the chip felt to me like the furthest possible extreme of futuristic technology.
The challenge with mobile payments is that, especially in the U.S., it's so easy to use cards.
After doing this experiment, I would bet that in about 10 years, it's kind of abnormal to carry around a wallet that's just stuffed full of cash.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is going to be straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do,
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave, you become a serf to these people. That's their goal, that's their intentions.
Eric, you be specific about when you met Rockefeller, how it happened in these discussions.
So Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya O'Shea, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya O'Shea, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya O'Shea. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule with a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the four kind of the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. You know, well, you see the two video, you know this the RFID microchip is real, you know. On Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 and 17, you know, there's the next major prophecy that will come to pass when they make this microchip mandatory throughout the entire earth. You know, and these banking family, the Rothschilds, Rockefeller, the DuPonts, the Goldman Sachs, you know, the plan is to enslave the entire planet by creating the one world government, which is the one world order, you know, to enslave the people. You understand? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. He said, let me just get this highlight. Right, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. He said, lest Satan, who's Satan, the so-called white man, what Satan means adversary, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So hey, the elect, they're not gonna be ignorant of the devices. So you other alphabet camp who saying that the mark of the beast is Christianity, or the mark of the beast is embargo, we're gonna send out. These coming out of the horse's mouth. You understand? The RFID chip, microchip, is the mark of the beast, and that is the mark in Revelation 13, which the word mark there, it go back to the Greek word karagma, which means to stick or print or a stamp or an imprint, right, which is a mark, right, a mark of servitude, right, which is slavery, right. You understand? And you see Aaron Rousseau, you know, there's out to the horse's mouth, you know. So like, let me just highlight this one too. Highlight, right? Let's get some highlight. Yeah, right. It's out to the horse's mouth. This is Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And the mark is the mark there is in the Greek is karagma. Right? Let me go into it. Right? It's karagma. Right? See the word mark. Is the Greek word mark, which is karagma.
Strong G 5480. Charagma.
Right? And it's strong G 5480, and it say a stamp, an imprint, mark. The mark of, they say, mark of stamp on the forehead or right hand as a badge of the following of the Antichrist. So is a mark, right? The word karagma means to stamp or to imprint a mark, and that's what they do with the microchip, right? You go down to Strong's 54 verse, no, so like a strong definition, right, which is karagma. It's a It's strong 5482, right? A scratch or etching IE stamp as a badge of servitude, which is slavery. You understand? So when you take this mark, when you take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, hey, you become a servant to the so-called white man, a full-fledged servant. You understand? You give over your soul to this devil by taking the chip, by taking the microchip. You give your soul to this devil. He have full control over you, and they're gonna control you with that microchip. All right? And you take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Speaking to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We don't care about the heathen. The heathen could go ahead and take it anyway. They're gonna be destroyed, and the heathens going into slavery. So we don't care about the heathens, right? Once you see it go back to Israel, because the Israelites scattered in our four corners of the earth, so the Israelites today gonna look like all these other nations because we mingle and mix among the heathens. So once you see it go back to Israel, which is Jacob, our forefather, and you take the microchip, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So are you rich people? You know your federal notes gonna disappear in 10 years when this economy collapse, and then got chaos, then got race war, then got famine, then got martial law, and then they can come in now. They can come in now as the gods and bring this microchip and say if you want to be accepted in society, you want society to go back how it was, take the chip. And that's when you people gonna be deceived, right? You Israelites that take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're gonna be born in that fire, right? And the fire is a nuclear, them nuclear missiles gonna cause the fire, right? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which is the RFID chip, in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save except he that had the mark, he that had the chip. There's the only way you're gonna be. There's the only way you're gonna be accepted in society, because a one world government is setting up, and the mark is a badge showing that you're part of the one world government, right? Which is elite. There's the elite agenda to rule the entire planet Earth by chipping everybody. So when you have the mark, you could buy and sell. I mean, you have the badge. You have the badge of Satan, which is the so-called white man, the adversary. And he said, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, which is the so-called white man, starting with the elite banking family, the Rothschild, Rockefeller, the Goldman Sachs, DuPont, and his number is 600,306, which is Sky stigma, which go back to the word correct, which is mark. Right? So hey, you Israelite take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed. Alright, Salakio. Let me get Revelation 16. Right? Let me get some highlights. Right? You take that, you're gonna be destroyed. Right? This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 1. He said, and I hear a great voice out of the temple saying, the seventh angel, saying to the seventh angel, go your way and pour out the veil of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. Yeah, and this is the destruction, the nuclear destruction, and also the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna be sending lasers upon this place. You know, America, Israel, and certain parts of the world. You know, it's gonna be destruction, right? He said, verse 2, and the first angel went out and poured out his veil upon the earth, and they fell in noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast. So the men have the RFID chip in them, and upon them which worship image, who want to be a police officer, who want to be a soldier, who want to be conformed to this world, right? The image of this mass system is that you want to be a part of this new world order. You understand? So you're gonna be destroyed, right? You Israelite that take this mark of the beast gonna be destroyed, right? Thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're gonna be destroyed. Following your wicked ass pastor and believing that you could take the microchip, you're gonna be destroyed, right? Because a lot of you gonna believe in your pastor, right? And you're gonna take the chip and you're gonna be destroyed. This is Revelation chapter 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken. The beasts were the military. You understand? Also the NATO and EU. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophets that worked miracle before him. And this chip gonna do a lot of miracle. You understand? This RFID chip gonna do a lot of miracle, right? People gonna see that, hey, a man that gonna walk properly. This chip gonna help him to walk properly, because he can be full by this one. He can be connected to the blockchain technology. He can be connected to the Internet of Things. So they gonna be literally controlling him with this microchip. You understand? So they can see that as a miracle. But hey, they're being deceived, right? He said, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that worked miracle before him, which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstones. And America is the lake of fire, right? America will be the lake of fire. And won't cause them fire, them ICBM missile gonna cause that fire. So hey, you take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed, right? You take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. You take that chip, you're finished. Right? I mean, just highlight these days, Salakia. Right? This is Revelation chapter 14 verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, any man conform to the one world order and his image, and receive the mark in his forehead or in his right hand, that means you is part of the one world order. You Israelite, the any man speaking about the Israelite, you so-called Negroes, like you a Native American Indian that scatter among these heathen. You understand? Once your seed go back to Jacob, you are an Israelite, right? If any man speaking to the Israelites, we don't care about these other heathen nation. They could take the mark, but anyway, they're gonna be destroyed and they're going into slavery, right? So he said, and the third angel followed them, saying, if with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb, right? And it's not underground, he being tormented with fire. He being tormented by those, he can be born in with an ICBM missile. When the missile hit, you understand? That's where they're gonna be born up in. You understand? So hey, you Israelites, wherever part of the world you scatter, you understand? Once your seed go back to Jacob, you are Israelite. Do not take the microchip. Repent, turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, this is the next major prophecy that's gonna come to pass. They're gonna make the microchip mandatory. They're gonna collapse the economy system. The dollar gonna die, and they're gonna got total chaos out here. And then these devils gonna come in and say, you know what, we have a solution. Just take the mark, right? You take the mark of the chip. You take the mark of the mark, which is the RFID microchip. You're being deceived, and you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So hey, repent, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Turn back to him, and with that, hope lessons edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Raka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule by a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams and the folk and the earth pushing the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom. You see, 144, 40 minutes after 4, 144, Revelation 14, spiritual number, right? 4 3 12 tribes of Israel. Shalom.